Everyone was aware that flight number 914 was not just an ordinary flight. For years, eerie and inexplicable stories had circulated about this journey. Some passengers claimed to have witnessed strange occurrences mid-flight, things beyond human comprehension, but no one ever took these accounts seriously. That day, the weather was perfectly clear, and the flight from London to New York took off right on schedule. The passengers were in a relaxed mood. The laughter of children, the clinking of meal trays, and the usual hustle and bustle filled the cabin. However, as soon as the aircraft reached 35,000 feet and settled into smooth cruising, unsettling events began to unfold. A woman seated toward the back of the plane was the first to sense something strange. She pressed the call button for the flight attendant and whispered, "I feel like someone is standing behind my seat, but when I turn around, there's no one there." The flight attendant smiled politely and replied, "Ma'am, it's probably just your imagination. Try to get some rest." But the woman's face had turned pale, her hands trembling slightly. Meanwhile, in the front section of the plane, a young boy tugged at his mother's sleeve and said, "Mom, where did that man go? He was standing here just now." His mother looked around, confused. "What man?" she asked. The boy insisted that he had seen a tall, thin man with an odd smile staring at him just moments ago, but now he had vanished. The occurrences escalated, and soon, multiple passengers began reporting strange sightings. Some felt an unexplained drop in temperature, despite the cabin climate being set to normal. In the cockpit, Captain James Miller and his co-pilot, Richard Evans, experienced something equally disturbing. The flight instruments started flickering, their readings becoming erratic, even though the autopilot was functioning perfectly. When Captain Miller attempted to contact air traffic control, the radio signal crackled and went dead. Suddenly, both pilots saw a misty figure forming in front of them. Gradually, it took shape. An elderly woman with piercing eyes and a sinister smile. Shaken, Captain Miller muttered, "What on earth is going on? Are we trapped in some paranormal force?" His co-pilot gritted his teeth and responded, "We need to descend immediately before this situation gets out of hand." Captain Miller initiated emergency landing procedures, but before he could react further, a horrifying scream echoed throughout the cabin. The entire plane was plunged into chaos. Some passengers clung to their seats in terror, others began murmuring prayers, and a few had tears running down their faces. As the plane approached landing, the eerie occurrences suddenly ceased. The strange noises disappeared, the cabin temperature returned to normal, and the passengers exchanged nervous glances, as if questioning whether any of it had really happened. Captain Miller landed the plane safely, but his expression revealed deep unease. As passengers disembarked, a single question was etched on every face. What just happened? Did we truly witness something supernatural, or was it all in our minds? The next day, newspapers ran the headline, "Another unexplained incident on flight number 914, but plane lands safely." No one could unravel the mystery behind these events, but one thing was undeniable. This flight had left an unshakable imprint of fear on the minds of its passengers.